everybody, and welcome back to the Colby Rebel Show. I'm your host, Colby Rebel, and today we have a very, very special guest. This guest came to me through a session, and I was so moved by her story, her journey, and what she has to offer. And so I asked her to be on the show today. So, my guest for the last 45 years has been a chef, a landscaper, an artist, and most importantly, a humanitarian and giver to so many others. So let me introduce you to Cindy Rogers. Put your hands together, everyone, for Cindy Rogers. Hi there, Cindy.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Thank you.
Great. Great.
Yeah.
Now, the reason we have you on today is we wanted to talk about where you are at the moment. And at the moment, you are dealing with terminal cancer. Is that correct?
Yeah, I'm stage 4 metastatic spindle cell sarcoma, and it's already invaded my pancreas, my liver, my lymph nodes, and all the connective tissue in my abdomen now. So it's pretty much everywhere.
It's very aggressive at this point,
It's
I guess
very
we would
aggressive.
say.
Yeah.
And
Mhm.
for me, my vision and the doctors, we do know that time is coming closer of when you will reunite with your soul on the other side of the
Yeah,
veil, right?
right.
But I want to know, I know you said you loved being a chef. What was it about being a chef? What was it about preparing the meals that brought you the most joy?
It was more like an art form for me. I've always been an artist, and cooking is an art form for me. With cooking, instead of just being a chef, I made beautiful meals. Presentation was always really important. Flavor was always really important, and I'm really a curious person, so I was always researching new things to do and kind of never got stuck on one thing. I just kind of kept moving things around, and I had some amazing clients, which has been wonderful.
Oh,
Yeah,
good,
I've
good.
been blessed with that. So, yeah.
Yes. And I know you recently had a trip to Oregon. And
Yes, I
I
did.
know that was just a very healing experience, being one with nature again. But do you want to
Yeah.
share some of the things that you experienced, either thoughts or feelings, as well as what you experienced in the physical?
It was so beautiful. The beach is endless. The sand is something like you've never seen before. And there's this big rock called Haystack Mountain or something
Oh,
like that.
wow.
They've filmed the Goonies and some other things there. And they have these protected tidal pools where there's some starfish and animals you've never ever seen before. And they keep them protected in this area, which was really nice. And it kind of got me thinking, now I might cry, it kind of got me
That,
thinking a little bit more about how close I'm becoming
yeah.
to exiting. But it's a good thing. It was a great visit. It was beautiful. I was with some really good friends, and it was peaceful.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was really nice.
Is there anything like advice that for anyone watching, because we're going to have a lot of people watching this,
Okay.
and what advice I want to know in your experience here, what advice do you have to give to our listeners?
Well, I have one really good piece of advice. For me, my cancer was incurable, and it was chemo resistant, radiation resistant. It had gotten so big it was beyond surgery, and all these oncologists kept trying to throw chemo at me, and I'm like, why would I take a poison that's going to kill me?
Yeah.
And I wanted to enjoy the rest of my life, enjoy it. I didn't want to spend the rest of my life throwing up and feeling really ill the whole time. So that was the best thing that I could have ever done because I've been enjoying so much time. My doctor said I wouldn't have lived this long had I
Yeah.
not gone the palliative care route. And it's
Right.
not for everybody, but they always tell you there's that 1% chance that you could be cured. And I don't believe that when you're that sick,
Yeah.
that 1%, maybe there is that 1% chance, but why be that one person who the other people who are just sick the whole time?
Yeah.
So I'm
Exactly.
just happy. I've gotten really lucky. I've gotten to say goodbye to a lot of friends, and I'm having an end of life celebration next week.
Oh,
Yeah.
wonderful.
So that'll be
Wonderful.
fun.
So you're
Yeah.
doing it while you're here,
I'm
which is
doing it while I'm
great.
here, while I ordered the food. So I get to eat what I ordered and I get to drink my specialty cocktail.
And get to tell your own stories and not have people tell them on your behalf, right?
Exactly. And it's going to be a small crowd, but it'll be fun. For me, that worked.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of happy about that. And I planned it early enough that, I still think I have a couple months left.
Yes.
So I planned it early enough that I still feel strong. I'll be
Good.
able to, hold it together and just have fun.
I know
Hoping.
when we were talking that I was reminding you that you have choices. There's
Right.
a lot of times when we have someone who is terminal or anyone who's just really feeling so stuck that they have no choices left, but we always have choices, even if we're end of life. Your first choice was not to take the chemo, not to do the radiation, right?
Right.
The other choices are having your end of life celebration. The other choice was going to Oregon, right? And, what other choices in your life at this moment do you feel that you are still making that give you joy, that give you peace?
I'm busy tidying up my life, getting everything
Okay.
organized. I sold my house, I sold my land. I've got almost got both my storages emptied. I'm down to like maybe one more day of work, maybe two. And then I think I want to have all this extra time left. So I don't want to leave that on anybody else to have to give it because I'm an artist. So I've had 45 years of amazing art and
Wow.
also I've had collections from I've been assistant to a lot of major blue chip artists. So I
Yes.
have their collection too. And I just wanted to be able to give everybody something that I knew they would like and individually give people what I thought they would like.
So beautiful.
Yeah, to take the time to give it to who I thought would deserve it. And then if you let someone else take care of that after you die, then it's just going to all get taken to the thrift store or the landfill. And,
Yeah. And it
this
won't be
way it's
your
getting,
choice.
yeah, wouldn't be my choice. And this way it's kind of getting recycled,
Yeah.
in a
Yeah.
way. Yeah, which is good.
So I know you have good days, bad days. What do you think carries you through those darker days?
The last couple have been pretty hard just because I was really exhausted from traveling.
Yeah,
But all of a sudden, I'll wake up one day and it's like after usually the second or third day, and I just start feeling better and I get my hope back, which is good,
good.
you know?
Yeah.
The other day, I live in Colorado, so there are a lot of deer. And I was driving the back road home, and a deer jumped in front of my car. So I swerved to hit it. I just hit the haunch so it didn't get hurt. It ran away and then ran right back in front of my truck. So I had to swerve off of a huge ditch. I felt like I was being carried by angels all the way down. I mean, I should not have survived that
Wow.
because I should have rolled if I wasn't thinking straight, but I kind of had my head pretty clear at the time. So I just held on and kept going straight and stopped. And my friends who were doing the repairing the vents for me yesterday, there's no way you should have done this. The angels were
Yeah.
carrying you down, you
That's
know?
right. You just kind of slid down, right?
I just slid
Beautiful.
down and it's like it's a pretty steep slide. It was
Yeah. Yeah.
crazy,
Yeah.
but I'm here. So I'm here to talk about it. And I guess it's not my time yet because I'm supposed to be. I've already passed two expiration
I
dates.
know, isn't it? Well, you're supposed to be here talking to us today. So we couldn't
maybe,
have you go too soon. That's for sure.
maybe that's so. But I'm just so grateful that I'm still here for whatever reasons there are that I have no clue about.
Yeah.
So, I have more time. It's a beautiful day. It's good.
Do you feel that since your diagnosis and maybe even more recently, that when you do look outside, you take longer moments or you sit with it more? Do you find any difference in how mindfulness or present you are versus
I'm,
maybe in the past?
I'm a lot more mindful and I try to not rush everything in life. I try to take my time and being outside is really important to me.
Yeah.
So, I'm sorry I'm crying.
That's
I,
no,
I
please don't
love, I love
apologize.
being outside.
Yeah.
And I live in a really beautiful place where I get that joy of being outside all the time. I'm surrounded by trees and mountains, and too bad there's no snow, but
Yeah.
or I'd be
It's
skiing.
been
But
one of those years.
it's a crazy year. But yeah, I've found myself really kind of slowing down and really looking at things.
Well, what's interesting is, they always call it a March miracle. when we do get that snow in March. So
It's true.
I think
And
we're
it goes
going to
on
have
till
one. I
April or
really
May.
do. Mhm. But I feel like we're going to have one. So when the choice to transition comes and you know you're very close, do you feel that you could be outside or you would want to be outside or at least
Well,
have a lot of windows around?
I'm going through a lot of thoughts on that. And what I'd like to be is on this really beautiful couch, like an outside couch in the
Yeah.
backyard. I
Oh,
think that would be
nice.
nice.
Yeah.
I kind of don't feel like dying inside. I'd like to be
Yeah.
outside. I just,
Yeah.
and my friend who I'm staying with has already lost two people here. So
Oh,
I'd rather just be outside in my own
yes.
space where I feel like it's just surrounded by nature, maybe
Yeah.
a couple people. Yeah,
Beautiful.
it'll be
Beautiful.
nice. And I do have luckily, I'm lucky in Colorado, they have the MAID, which is medical aid to die.
Okay.
So, so I've got that. So when
Great.
things kind of start getting too hard, I can do that, which is great. I've got it now. I don't want to be that person who other people have to constantly take care of. And
Yeah.
it just seems to be a drain on everybody because I've
Yeah.
seen it happen too many times.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm not doing it. I'm, I'm kind of doing it out of gratuity and not out of being selfish.
There's nothing selfish about transitioning, right? And the
Mm-mm.
people who are able to be around you, it's a blessing and it's an honor to be with you.
Right, right,
But I do love that you have that choice,
right.
right? That choice is there and it's yours to make, but you don't even know what the universe has in store for you,
I have
right?
no idea. And
It might
especially
not even need it. So,
after the other night, I was like, wow, there's something else out there going on. I have no idea what it is. I should not be here right now.
yes.
And here
Yeah.
I am.
Yes.
Gonna
Exactly.
have a party next
Exactly.
week. Yeah.
What about mistakes? Do you say, "Hey, I made mistakes," or do you go, "You know what? They were lessons. There are no mistakes," or is there regrets? Anything you regret?
I don't really have any regrets except for that I might have been married too long. I still had fun in our marriage, but it was just too long of a relationship that died a lot longer sooner. I tend to stay in relationships longer than I should sometimes. That's my only regret. I really don't have any regrets in life.
Good.
And mistakes, I mean, we all make mistakes,
Yeah.
and I can't like beat myself up about that forever because we make mistakes.
Yes.
Everybody
Yes.
does. That's why they're called mistakes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And so I really don't beat myself up on much. I just try and not hurt anybody's feelings. I try and be kind and generous. And I think this also has been great because since I sold my house and sold my land and did this house, I've been able to be generous to friends that have never been able to get that kind of generosity before and they really need
Wonderful.
it.
Yes.
Been a really wonderful thing for me, which
That's
is great.
beautiful. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
really beautiful.
I think we should all give back if we have the chance.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the resources,
And the
right?
resources. Yeah, exactly. And what
Absolutely.
kills me is just like it's too bad I waited till now to start. Well, I mean, I've always been giving, but I never had the finances before, but now I do, which is nice. So
Yeah.
I'm just trying to take advantage of it and give to the right people and try and take care of the right people.
I
So
love that. That's so
yeah,
beautiful.
yeah, thank you.
And tell me about the artwork because I love art. I'll tell you, I can't even draw a proper stick figure. So I'm always envious of those who have that artistic flair. So tell me about your art. What is it you love doing? Painting, drawing, photography?
Well, it's funny. I started out as an illustrator and used to illustrate stuff for the LA Times and things for the lots of companies in LA and magazines. And but then when I moved back to Aspen, I used to teach life drawing as well when I was in California. And I just started getting morphing more into an abstract feel. But I've been always been so detail oriented at illustration. Now I have changed into an abstract artist, and I've been fortunate enough to have made a pretty good living with my art.
Wow.
And my website is treedogpress.com. So you could kind of see it. I don't like the flag things. Somehow they made a lot of money in Aspen, and it's like, oh my God. But a lot of people like them. But the rest of the work I am pretty happy about. But yeah, it's changed. It's changed a lot. And it's still environmental. Like I live along a road called Lower River Road, and It's right along the river. There's a bike path and
Oh,
there's
wow.
trails and hay bales and all sorts of things. So all those things kind of come into influence in my art.
Yeah.
And you kind of see a little bit of the literal in my art and with some of the abstract. But yes, I mean, it's kind of fun. I don't know. I never know what's going to happen. I just go in the studio and sometimes I create really nice pieces of art and sometimes I create a lot of trash. So I always figure you got to go in at least for an hour every day to try to do something.
To do something wonderful.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
whether you like it or not, you're not going to create a masterpiece. You got to just go in there and do something.
Yes.
Um,
Yeah. Well, you
yeah.
never know. It is a masterpiece for some, right?
Right. And what I'm thinking about doing is an organization I really want to get to called Project One. It's in Aspen, and it's to help support underprivileged kids who don't have the money to be able to do art and art programs and painting and drawing and all that.
Yeah.
So I'm going to donate some time teaching while I'm still here.
Oh, great.
Yeah, and then I have a bunch of supplies I'll be donating to them too. So that'll
Oh, that's wonderful. That's
yeah,
beautiful.
give back to some of the kids. So that'll be fun.
When you transition, obviously you have your friends and the beautiful meals you cook, the beautiful art you created, the beautiful flowers you planted. What do you want people to know as your legacy? What would be your legacy, Cindy?
Well, I'm pretty happy with my legacy. I've always been known as a pretty amazing chef. I don't mean to sound arrogant, but I am sought after. And with my landscape design work, it's beautiful. I've been fortunate enough to be able to do really big projects
Yeah.
and work on big design jobs. And with the art, I've had the fortune to be in good galleries and be at the Aspen Saturday Market for a while. And I don't know that my legacy is, I guess, being known for my creativity,
Yeah. Yeah.
being able to create beauty.
All three of those are creative endeavors, aren't they?
They are. They
They
all
are.
kind of are involved.
It is. It's really neat. I used to be an accountant. And so I'd always say a tax return is really about a puzzle. You're putting all these pieces together to
Yeah.
create, to create something. And it's really the same thing with art. You're taking all these pieces, or cooking all these pieces, landscaping, and you're putting them together then to create something beautiful.
It is something that, like, it's accounting is difficult. I mean, and to be able to take all that and try and make it make any sense and work at the end, I got to give you a lot of credit for that. That's seriously amazing. But in a way, you're right. It is a puzzle. And sometimes you never know how the puzzle's going to turn out.
Kind of like life, right?
I know your life can change on a dime. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. And that's the one thing I wasn't prepared for. When I was in the hospital, the doctor came in and I went in there for a perforated intestine and he told me to get my life affairs in order in 3 months. And I'm just like, what? I mean, it's just the weirdest thing when someone tells you that, the shock you
Yeah.
go into.
Yeah.
It's just like I really had a hard time getting through that.
Yeah.
And so then I started getting my affairs in order, which we should always be further ahead with our affairs than we think we should.
Yeah, because we never know. But I do want to ask, how long ago was that doctor giving you 3 months?
Yeah, he gave me 3 months, July 31st,
Yeah.
so look where we are now.
Yeah.
And then the
See?
doctor that gave me 6 months gave me 6 months like September 1st, you
What?
know.
See?
Since then, I've gotten more than all my affairs together. Everything cleared out.
And a vacation to Oregon.
And a vacation in Oregon, and I was in Hawaii for a month.
Oh, isn't that
And,
beautiful?
I've got another trip planned in the mountains for a really wonderful little cabin retreat for a while.
Oh,
So
wonderful.
I just love
Great.
being in nature. So it'll be fun to get out and do that too.
That's going to be really beautiful. Any last bits that you want to share with our listeners? Anything you want to just say to them, share with them, something you want them to know?
The one thing I'm thinking right now when you're talking about settling things up, I think everybody should have a will. We're not going to live forever.
Yeah.
And, have an idea of who you need to be nice to, who you care about. If you're not in love with someone, don't stay with them.
Yeah.
If you're not happy, don't stay with someone that's making you unhappy. If you're not happy in life with your job, then don't do your job. Do something
Yeah.
else. I've always loved my work. I've never disliked my work.
Yeah.
So I've always been pretty happy. I just think the key to life is staying happy,
Yeah.
however that is,
Yeah. And
and
maybe not putting so much stress on the things that don't matter in the long run.
well, in the long run, as I'm finding now, my world is getting pretty small.
Yeah.
And you just can't sweat the small stuff anymore. It's
Yeah.
funny what we used to worry about. It's like, that's ridiculous. But,
Yeah.
we can't worry about all the little things anymore because they're just little things that don't really mean anything,
Yeah.
in the big
Absolutely.
picture. What means the most are the people you love, people you care about. And
People who've been there for you.
yeah, exactly. And then when you start getting towards the end, you find out who your friends are.
Yeah.
That was a big wowie for me, a big lesson.
I'm sure
And
that's challenging. Just, people running away or who comes closer.
it's amazing. Yeah, it's
Mm-hmm.
true. And I'm amazed at how many ran away. I'm like,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
It's just whoever can handle what they can't. A lot of people just can't handle someone dying. So
Do you feel sad that you're dying? I mean, we're all dying, but you're dying probably sooner than most of us. So do you feel sad about that?
no, I get sad sometimes more about leaving people behind.
Okay.
It seems to be the only thing that makes me cry. I don't normally cry about anything else. I don't feel sad about me leaving. I feel really good about that. I feel like I'm just somehow protected. I
Yeah.
just do. And I think we're all protected in the long
Yes.
run. As long as
Yes.
you can kind of keep your mind in that positive place,
Yep.
and we're all
Absolutely.
going to go at some time. You never know. I
Yes.
mean, some people are going to go sooner than I am and they're not even
You
expecting
could
it.
have gone the other day in a ditch.
I know. And
Can
I
you
didn't.
imagine? Like, can you imagine all of this hard work to die from cancer and you go in a ditch?
And then I go in a ditch and the deer's just sitting there looking at me like nanner nanners.
Yeah, like, hi, thank you.
I
Um,
know. And if someone gives me a cold, I could end up in the ICU with pneumonia.
yeah,
So,
absolutely. Yeah.
I'm trying to stay away from those people.
Yes.
If that's going to happen, I'm going to take the end of life cocktail because I don't want to be in the hospital with pneumonia.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's not pleasant. But so
Yeah.
I've been pretty lucky so far.
Okay. It means so much to me. I know, there's more important things for you to worry about than being on my podcast, but it really, really means the world to me that you said yes and that you're sharing your vulnerability, your wise words, your experience in such an authentic way. It's powerful and it's important for people to hear it and that we do have choices.
We do have choices. Yeah, I know we have choices every day with everything we do.
Yeah.
And you can't complain about things if you're not willing to make it better. It's your choice to make it better.
Yeah,
You know,
absolutely.
it's your choice to be upset about it. It's your choice to make it better. It's your choice to be angry about it. Who
Yeah,
needs that choice?
exactly.
So it is your
Exactly.
choice. And there's a
Yeah.
lot of choices. Staying positive is a really good part of it.
Thank you so much, Cindy. I really appreciate you coming on and tell everyone the website again, just in case they want to buy something, if it's possible. And
I think I've sold just about all my art.
oh, isn't that great? Isn't
But
that
I have some
wonderful?
giclées that I can order for sale if someone wanted a giclée. The website, I'm going to say it and then I'll spell it. It's treedogpress.com, TREEDOGPRESS.com. And if you scroll to the giclée page, you'll see a bunch of different pieces that I've done there. Then there's also at the top bar, there's etchings, which are a little bit darker, and then there's paintings. There's all sorts of stuff. So it's just an accumulation of my work throughout the years. Yeah, if someone wants
Absolutely
to look.
love it.
Yeah,
Love it. Well, thank
thank
you
you.
so much. And please, I'm always here for you, as you know. And I do look forward to seeing you in person soon.
I hope to see you soon too. That'll be great. I'm going
Yeah.
to
And
make it to April.
you have to. You
I
have
have
to for
to.
sure.
I
You
have
got
to.
to. Let's beat the third expiration date.
Let's do.
All right.
Colby, it was
Well,
great chatting with you. Thank you so
yeah,
much.
thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
All
Um,
right.
all
You
right.
have an awesome day.
All right, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me on the Colby Rebel Show. And please visit treedogpress.com and let's check out Cindy's beautiful artwork and send her loving and healing energy because we all know the power of positive healing and energy. And send remote Reiki. I'm pretty sure she would absolutely love that. Thank you guys again and have a great night. All right, besties, that's a wrap for the Colby Rebel Show. Thanks so much for joining me. And if you enjoyed the show, please head on over to Apple Podcasts, leave a 5-star review, and keep the chat going over on Instagram at Colby Rebel Medium. Each week, I'll have a new guest or live readings and so much more beyond the veil. But until then, my friends, remember, shine your light and shine it bright. Until next time.